just yesterday or 2 days ago, we've had the president and Mbadi speak of he wants to bring back the finance bill.
Yes.
And when did that statement come? It came immediately after he met the IMF group.
The IMF guys.
And that's why I've always insisted we need to understand that we have a government that has become subservient or become a full puppet of the West. And we have to speak about these things.
Right.
This is our country. We don't need to lie to each other about what is happening. We know very well that IMF have given conditions, and they had already given conditions. And immediately this finance bill was rejected, they've been a bit adamant in releasing the loan, the 1.4 billion. Now, we are told if they don't release that money by end of the month, the dollar will shoot to about 160 to 170. So I think that is why now Mbadi is saying I have to to bring back about 49 out of the 58 clauses. Bring back the taxes like the eco levy and all those taxes. It is not him. It is not him.
Yeah.
So we need to understand that our country and our government has been held hostage as Kenyans. So how do we come out of this situation?
Yeah.
Let it first begin with civic education.
Civic education.
Yes. The globalists who are pushing these agendas in this country are spearheading us to one direction. And they want chaos in this country. You see, the IMF and the World Bank knew very well that Kenyans are not comfortable with the Finance Bill 2024. Even before it was passed, Kenyans, from the public participation and the professionals, everyone advised the government that this thing is not workable. We've seen professionals, even the government advisors, and even from central bank, who say raising taxes is not a solution to solve our problem or collect more tax from the people.
Yes.
You get it? But they forced us to take it down our throat. They knew very well that if this thing passes, the next thing will be chaos. And they want to bring it back. And let me ask you, when you hear the president speak up and confront a foundation like the Ford Foundation, do you think the president is addressing Ford Foundation? No, he's addressing the American government.
Okay.
He's telling them, stay away from our sovereignty. And he was very categorical. He said people who are interfering with the sovereignty of our country should either shape up or leave. That was a very strong statement. So I want the government to rethink. You see, we Kenyans, I know we are people who are understanding. There's no problem we've never faced as a country. We don't mind the president coming to us and saying, this is the situation. I'm not in a position to bring in new development projects in this country because of ABCD. Kindly give me time. In the next term, we are going to bring in, but let me settle the scores with our debt situation and everything. We will allow it.
Then why is it seemingly so difficult?
You see, the problem is they're practicing what you call escapism. They're escaping from the reality. They're escaping from the reality. No one is creating a treatment for the disease. They're just, soothing the wound. No one is treating the wound.
Yeah.
So that's why I've told you, there is no any policy we can see clearly that will enable you and I to have what you call economic liberation.
Right.
And every decision that is made in this country economically are decisions made by the West. They're made by the IMF and the World Bank. So we are in problems.
Let's take a short break.